Go ahead.
I'd love to see them. Hi everyone, I'm here at the Bible reading. I hope you're having a good day. Alright.
There's always things I want to do. I never try to get it, never can.
I'm just talking about having a visitor. Getting to let somebody in here. See people. Today we're going to be reading Acts chapter 10, verses 1 through 23, Psalm 133, and Proverbs 17, verses 7 and 8. So in Acts today we'll be talking about Cornelius calls for Peter. That's the one I think I was telling you about yesterday. That'll be happening soon, where they told Peter that somebody needs to see them there, because that guy's going to ask him, what's the good news, or he's going to bring him to the Lord. And he was like a person that Paul wasn't even supposed to be associating with. But he did, because the Lord told him to. Because remember, Peter's staying right now with Simon the tanner, who's by the seashore. Okay. At Caesarea, there was a man named Cornelius, a centurion, and what was known as the Italian regiment. He was in the army. He was one of the people that was not supposed to. You arrest people that are Christians and put them to death and things. That's what him and his so they're not supposed to associate. He and all his family were devout and God-fearing. He gave generously to those in need and prayed to God regularly. One day, at about 3 in the afternoon, he had a vision. He distinctively saw an angel of God who came to him and said, "Cornelius." Cornelius stared at him in fear. "What is it, Lord?" he asked. The angel answered, "Your prayers and gifts to the poor have come up as a memorial offering before God. Now send men to Joppa to bring back a man named Simon, who is called Peter. He is staying with Simon the tanner, whose house is by the sea." When the angel who spoke to him had gone, Cornelius called 2 of his servants and a devout soldier who was one of his attendants. He told them everything that had happened and sent them to Joppa. Now, you're going to hear about Peter's vision. About noon the following day, as they were on their journey and approaching the city, Peter went up on a roof to pray. He became hungry and wanted something to eat, and while the meal was being prepared, he fell into a trance. He saw heaven opened and something like a large sheet. I can't not get that straight. Heaven opened and something like a large sheet being let down to earth by its 4 corners. It contained all kinds of 4-footed animals, as well as reptiles and birds. Then a voice told him, "Get up, Peter, kill and eat." "Surely not, Lord," Peter replied. "I have never eaten anything impure or unclean." The voice spoke to him a second time. "Do not call anything impure that God has made clean." This happened 3 times, and immediately the sheep was taken back to heaven. What do you think this means? When you first hear it, you may think that it means this, talking about food that he should and shouldn't eat and all that. That's not really what the vision was about. Cornelius, like I told you guys, he was in the military, and him and Peter were not supposed to even be talking to each other, and he arrests Christians and things. So he is different. He is not one of them. And so God is telling Peter, you accept anybody that I have made clean. if God wants him, Peter's to go to him, whether, they're supposed to associate or not. And that's when, the people come and tell Peter about Cornelius, and then he knows that God wants him to go there, even though they're not supposed to speak or see each other. So that's what that means. While Peter was still thinking about the vision, the Spirit said to him, "Simon, 3 men are looking for you. So go, get up and go downstairs. Do not hesitate to go with them, for I have sent them." Peter went down and said to the men, "I'm the one you're looking for. Why have you come?" The men replied, "We have come from Cornelius the centurion. He is a righteous and God-fearing man who is respected by all the Jewish people. A holy angel told him to ask you to come to his house so that he could hear what you have to say." And then he's going to learn about Jesus from Peter. Then Peter invited the men into the house to be his guests. Because we're supposed to do that with each other. Love each other. Bring each other in if somebody comes to your house. The next day, Peter started out with them, and some of the believers from Joppa went along. And that's where we're stopping today in the book of Acts. I'm sorry. I don't like when they do that either, guys. That's where we're going to stop today. We'll hear more about that tomorrow. This thing does not feel like it's fitting in my nose right for some reason right now. Feels weird. Okay, Psalm 133 is very short. It only has 4 verses. It is a song of ascents of David. Sorry, my mouth is super dry today. How good and pleasant it is when God's people live together in unity. It is like precious oil poured on the head, running down on the beard, running down on Aaron's beard, down on the collar of his robe. It is as if the dew of Hermon were falling on Mount Zion, for there the Lord bestows his blessing, even life forevermore. David's songs are beautiful, the short and the long. I like the longer ones a lot. Okay, and now we're ending today's Bible reading with Proverbs chapter 17, verses 7 and 8. Eloquent lips are unsuited to the godless fool. How much worse lying lips to a ruler. If they find out you're lying, it won't be a happy day for you. A bribe is seen as a charm by the one who gives it. They think success will come at every turn. Yeah. Alright guys, that was our Bible reading for today. I hope it touched your hearts. I got cold water in my thermos today. Before we get started with the Bible, or the prayer request, this is another heat wave. If you live here in Ohio, another heat wave. It's supposed to feel like here in MacArthur today, 105 degrees. So we're very blessed to have air conditioning in the apartments where we live. Everybody here in this apartment has, good heaters, electric, good heat. And they have air conditioners built into the apartment. So we're very blessed, and we're supposed to kind of take our electric down a little bit as much as we can right now, because Dre, we need to get inside. There ain't many people outside today. And the UV level is a 9 out of 10 today. I hope Mom isn't out there mowing. but it's going to be very hot today, and you're supposed to drink water every hour. At least like 1 bottle of water every hour, they're saying for us today. And Mom and Jimmy don't have air conditioning, and they're not even allowed to open the windows where they live, so please pray for them for that. But if you live around here, be careful. Try not to go outside if you don't have to. And they usually give fans away for people who need them at Community Action. And I see in Columbus, they're giving fans away today as well. So if you don't even have a fan, they said if you have a fan, it will be it's proven to be at least 10 degrees lower in your house if you have a fan. So check Community Action, guys. Sometimes they do air conditioning, sometimes they do fans. So please check with them. Okay, so our prayer requests. Please keep my mom, Rhonda Karshner, in your prayers, and Jimmy Myers. I just told you guys they don't got air or not able to open the windows. Please pray for Sherm. His head's hurting today. Right. His head's hurting today. Please pray for Cindy and Jim Welsh, Dora Parker, Layla and her son Emil. What's the weather like there now, Layla? Like I said, it's supposed to be like till 105 here today. Be like 98 till like 105. That's the humidity. Is it hot like that there, or is it cold? Or please let me know. Danette Rager, the Bird family, Lori, who lost her husband. I can't get over that one because it reminds me. Her and her husband remind me of me and Sherm so much, because Lori was not without her husband. Every single day of their marriage they were together, they were never apart, and then she loses him. I can't imagine what she's going through, so please pray hard for Lori. Her name is spelled Laurie. Please pray for Garnet Boyer, Dean Day. I can't do the prayer requests up with Dean Daddy. He's our cousin as well. He's going to be starting his bone marrow treatment soon, and he has to have very strong chemo as well, and he has to stay in the hospital 100 days. I don't know why, but that's the rules with what's going on there. And then when he gets home, he has to be very supervised and helped. And he's got a lot of daughters and, a good wife. A lot of the daughters, they're our cousins, A lot of our daughters are nurses. Their mom's a nurse. So he'll be well taken care of. Please pray for Randy and Jody Post. I hope Dad and Jody are staying inside at the golf course today, where they work. I hope they're staying inside, but Dad goes and builds like 11, I think he said 11 wheelchair ramps for veterans a day. He goes around, doing that stuff, and he takes them places they need to go and stuff. But for one thing he does. And I hope he's not out there, but I know if somebody needs it, he will be out there doing it. So please pray for them, because 9 times out of 10, he's outside. Please pray for Abby and Jimmy Myers. And please pray for Elizabeth Jeffries and Heather Whitting, guys. Please keep her in your prayers. She's the mother of 2 boys that she's got stage 4 terminal cancer. It's even in her spine. So she asked for a lot of prayers for herself and her 2 boys. So please, lots of prayers. And if you want to donate to her family, let's see, you can send donations on Facebook Pay to Sylvia Powell, Sylvia, and Powell, Powell. You can send donations there on Facebook Pay, or you can send donations to Sylvia Powell at 719 Sour Run Road, Ray, Ohio 45672. And if you want to call her, her home number is 740-286-0418. And her cell phone number is 740-395-3332. So there's the information, guys, and I will try to put it in the description down below again today. So if you feel it in your heart to donate, there's many ways to do it. And if not, and if you still do, please, many prayers for Heather Whitting and her 2 boys. And she's, I don't think she's that old either. She don't look that old. I don't know how old she is, but she's probably younger than us or our age. But that is everything for our Bible reading today. I hope it touched your hearts. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Let's bring those souls to Jesus, and God willing, we'll see you guys again tomorrow with another Bible reading. Bye guys. God bless.